Look at that thumbnail. This is fucked up. Whew. I can't wait to watch this one. Hey, what's going on? I'm Jeff Moore, published author, professional trader for 16 years, and this is The Ripple Effect. All right. Hey, welcome back to another show. Hey, do me a favor. If you are XRP supporter, if you are a Ripple supporter, and you think like this thumbnail that shit is just fucked up and you're sick of all of the bullshit, right? All the people out there saying, oh, this shit, XRP is going to the moon, Bitcoin, whatever the fuck it is, dude. If you're just sick of it, do me a favor. Hey, give me a thumbs up on this video, right? Help spread it out. It lets the ripple effect be seen by more people. And who knows, our little bit of sharing can cause that ripple effect. And some of these fucking YouTubers can wake their ass up and stop talking about shit. Help me out. Appreciate it. All right, this is fucked up. What? That's all that needs to be said. Let's get into this video.
Here we go again, guys. Another day in the cryptocurrency industry where we see the big bad wolf, Gary Gensler and the SEC, try to FUD more
big bad
bags and people getting absolutely wrecked. We are seeing people once again listening to what the elites are saying, but not watching what they are doing. I do want to apologize on my throat. I'm trying to get better, so I'm going to make this.
Hey, don't worry about it, brother. I'm fucking sick too, man. I've been coughing all fucking week.
About what's happening in the market and why you simply should not be scared. Now, if you're in on XRP, obviously we aren't a security, so we have no worries there. But we see the biggest players in the market, the likes of Coinbase, the likes of BlackRock, Franklin Templeton, all pushing back on SEC in a big way. But what is Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP?
First of all, the SEC sucks. Jamie Dimon, we hate this motherfucker. Just in, JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon says his personal advice is to not get involved with Bitcoin. Here's my personal advice. Shut the fuck up, JP Morgan. Everybody pull out of Chase. I fucking hate Chase. I hate that fucking bank. And I hate this clown. And he's a dinosaur, bro. Dinosaur. JP Morgan is authorized for BlackRock. But look, JP Morgan is authorized participant for BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF. Oh, but he's coming out and telling his personal advice is not to get involved. But I think he's the biggest player in the spot Bitcoin ETF for BlackRock. What a fucking idiot.
JP Morgan saying, listen right here.
Cryptocurrencies, there are two types. There's a cryptocurrency which might actually do something. Think of a cryptocurrency as an embedded smart contract in it, and then we can use it, buy and sell real estate and move data. That may have value.
The idea of tokenizing.
Tokenizing things that you do something with. And then there's one which does nothing. I call it the pet rock, the Bitcoin or something like that. And so on the Bitcoin, I'm not trying to make a joke here.
I want to stop there for just a moment. What he did say was extremely bullish for both Ripple and Stellar. Tokenization, real world assets, all that stuff is great for Ripple and Stellar. And those are two companies, blockchain companies, Ripple and Stellar, they're going to dominate in that sector. So you can already see how he's starting to spin the narrative. Good. But remember, he's trying to say that all cryptocurrencies are a scam.
There are use cases: AML, fraud, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance, sex trafficking.
Yeah. I believe that's what the dollar is used for. If I'm not mistaken, the dollar is the biggest user of that use case, money laundering, scams. I mean, if I have a dollar and I fucking go do something bad, how are you even gonna know? I mean, these fucking idiots out there, they're banging on Bitcoin and crypto, saying it's used for money laundering, scams, and all that bullshit. And the dollar is the worst of all. What the and these motherfuckers are about as crooked as it gets.
Those are real use cases, and you see it being used for hundreds, maybe $50 or $100 billion a year for that. That is the end use case. Everything else is people trade among themselves. So
speculate.
Yeah. Now, okay. Now, my last statement, the last time I ever talk about Bitcoin, is I defend your right to do Bitcoin. I think You know, it's okay. I don't want to tell you what to do. So
I defend your right to
advice is
do
don't get
Bitcoin.
involved.
What the
But
fuck
I
does
don't
that
want to
mean?
tell any one of you what to do. It's a free country.
What do you think? What do you think of
that's
BlackRock?
why-
What do you think of the other firms, the BlackRocks of the world that obviously, and Larry Fink changed his view of this, obviously.
Yeah.
And maybe he changed his view because you think he genuinely believes in Bitcoin, or believes it because he thinks that there's a marketplace for it and he wants to be part of that market. But what do you think of and there's about a dozen big financial companies, Fidelity included.
Number one, I don't care. So just please stop talking about this shit. And I don't know what he would say about
That's cocky as
blockchain
fuck.
versus currencies that do something versus Bitcoin that does nothing. And maybe that's not different than me. But, you know, this is what makes a market. People have opinions. This is the last time I'm ever going to state my opinion.
Gold really didn't do anything either.
Yeah, but gold's limited in supply.
So is Bitcoin.
And it's been used. So you think so, huh?
I do.
I think there's a good chance that when we get to that 20 million
42
Bitcoins,
million, they go to 42.
no, that Satoshi's going to come on there, laugh hysterically.
I mean, that just shows you that that motherfucker doesn't know shit when it comes to crypto.
Go quiet, all Bitcoin's gonna be erased.
I think, man.
How the hell do you know it's gonna stop at 21? I've never met one person who told me they know for a fact they take that as
Mathematically, it can't happen because by the last one will be mined in 2150, and it gets harder and harder every time there's another halving. But Jamie, looking back over,
do what you want, I'll do what I want.
as for gold, you can the 6 characteristics that make gold valuable for 4,000 years. They're all present in Bitcoin. That's all I'm saying. I love you, and I don't want to. And I also don't want to be a.
You may be right.
Yeah.
I don't own gold either, so okay.
That's what I mean.
Couple of quick final questions.
He doesn't care. He doesn't want to talk about this shit anymore. But JP Morgan is the authorized participant for BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF. So think about how much
What the
dialogue
fuck does that
he's
tell you?
had with BlackRock
Talking on both
for the
sides
past
of his
several
ass.
years. You think they just thought this up out of nowhere, out of the blue? No, he's heavily embedded in this industry. And yes, he wanted it to go away. But once he realized he couldn't, if you can't beat him, you join him. And that's exactly what he's done. He thought that he could get away with the banking system as it traditionally stands right now being the way of the future. But that's just not the case blockchain is. Now, Ripple CEO expects more crypto ETF approvals. He said that in Davos. Now, when asked specifically
It's inevitable.
about XRP, he did backpedal a little bit. He probably knows at this point, but only so much he can say. He did say, I think it's a certainty. I'm not going to put a horizon on the time, but I think there will be ETFs for sure when talking about Ethereum and others.
I mean, we know that that's coming. Why not? I mean, they're not going to just stop at Bitcoin. Ethereum will be next, and then they're going to work their way down. XRP will have an ETF. I mean, it's in the top 10. It's always been in the top 10 by market cap. It's the only digital asset on planet Earth with legal clarity. So, I mean, it's a certainty.
The XRP ETF will happen, in my personal opinion. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions below. Well, here we have Franklin Templeton. Again, I'll remind you, as 1.6 trillion value under management is what Franklin Templeton has, saying crypto is improving how we interact with each other financially, just as the internet did with information. We intend to participate and lead development of the future through investing and building. Franklin Templeton has a BTC ETF, crypto investment team, validates blockchains, tokenized real world assets. Do you think if they were scared of the SEC, they would be this heavily embedded? This is a 75-year-old asset manager that is incredibly invested with both time and money in Web3. And
Damn. This guy's not saying anything so far that I think, wow, this is a fucking stupid guy. You know, most of the videos we watch, they say the complete nonsense, right? Talking out their ass saying XRP is going to 50 million. So far, this guy, okay, he's not talking out his ass. I mean, I got nothing bad to say right now.
And DeFi. And then Franklin Templeton also goes on to say, the lawyers won't let us respond to your comments, but we hear you, talking specifically about crypto. Also, crypto firm Ripple explores IPO outside of U.S. This just came out yesterday, right? Because of hostile.
Ripple's not going to IPO anytime soon. Okay, not outside the United States, not inside the United States, not anytime soon. I know we don't want to hear that shit, but that's a fact. Okay, that's a fact.
SEC won't go public. We'll see where this goes, but we don't necessarily need an IPO to see XRP and XLM moon.
We do not need an IPO. We just need Bitcoin to move.
A cherry on top. If we are to get an IPO, that's going to be, of course, a great thing. But we do need to get past the SEC. They are holding us down in a big way. Now, on the back of that, I want to mention something. Everyone out there seems to be scared of certain tokens outside of XRP, of course, because we know it's in itself not a security.
I'm not scared at all.
Just because a token becomes a security, if it is deemed a security, that's going to make it go to zero. That's not the case. All that means is that that particular token will need to be registered through the SEC as a security. They'll probably get hit with a fine. They'll probably take a lump on the chin, but then they'll keep moving forward. This industry will keep moving forward. But after XRP came out to, in fact, not be a security, what that did is open up the floodgates. SEC has been trying to say everything's a security for a long time now, even though.
Well, the SEC is a big fucking joke. All right. Let me know in the comments down below if you're fucking sick of the SEC. All right. We want to take them out to the woodshed and whoop that fucking ass.
So we have Gary Gensler, the head of the SEC, the
Gary Gensler,
back in the day at MIT, saying that 3/4 of the industry is not securities, is either commodities or simply currencies. We see the Coinbase and SEC face off. I have 100% confidence in my own mind. Let me know your thoughts.
Here's my thoughts. Coinbase is going to stomp that ass. There's my thoughts.
In the comment section below that Coinbase will come out on top. We saw that Grayscale hit back last year, got a big victory. We know Ripple obviously got a big victory. People need to stop listening. I'm not saying you specifically, but people that are just listening to what the elites say, just like what Jamie Dimon said, and not actually watching what is happening here, are going to get absolutely wrecked, especially as we see retail new money coming in. As we did with the ETFs, we saw a ton of new investors come into the market, and then we saw a big sell-off. Why? Because they thought they were going to get rich overnight, and when they saw a 5 to 10% drop in the market, they got scared and thought everything was going to zero. Those are actually buying opportunities. Obviously not financial advice, not a financial advisor.
No shit. Price go down, we buy. Price go up, we sell.
Also, now Franklin Templeton says other L1s outside of Bitcoin, ETH, Sol have massive potential, and we are continuing to support, monitor, and develop on these networks as they grow and mature. What happens when they start putting XLM specifically on their balance sheet? This is a $1.6+ trillion fund manager. What happens when MoneyGram, which is a massive corporation, anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000 employees on a given day, they've been around since 1940. What happens when they put lumens after clarity, right? That's when I believe everything's going to absolutely rocket.
I mean, this is all just speculation, right? After clarity, I mean, they're going to put this on the balance sheet. You know, this is what everybody out there says constantly. That thing that he just showed didn't mention XLM at all. Again, I love XLM. It's my second favorite. Didn't mention it. But then all of a sudden, we're going to slide our way up, and all of a sudden, XLM on the balance sheet. I mean, wait till this happens. Wait till this happens. Hey, secretly, they said Ripple. Secretly, XRP. Yeah, digital asset investor, you know you're good for that shit, dude.
And I think it happens this year. But what happens when they put lumens on the balance sheet? That's when we explode, in my personal opinion, ladies and gentlemen. So with that being said, let me know.
All right, that's enough of that. So this is fucked up. I'm assuming he was talking about Jamie Dimon. And for that whole video, the only thing I could think about was Jamie Dimon. And if it is, that is pretty fucked up because, you know, this fool out there talks out his fucking mouth about how bad this shit is and horrible. But then behind the scenes, they're the biggest participant in the BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF. What the fuck? That is fucked up. I agree. Man, that video didn't really have much to rip on, right? Ripple fake, get it? So, my friend, if you are an XRP supporter, which I am, and a Ripple supporter, but you're also sick and tired of the bullshit, this one, not bad. I don't really have nothing bad to say, but there's a lot of fools out there that are. If you're sick of it, hey, help spread this ripple effect, this video. All right, or go to my playlist and spread some of those out, because we got to band together against these stupid motherfuckers talking all the bullshit. Help me out. It's going to help all of us in the end. Thumbs up. Really appreciate it. If you are into trading the financial markets, I day trade on this channel live, the S&P 500 futures. That's what I day trade every Tuesdays and Thursdays. Make sure you come check it out. And if you are into option trading, or you've heard about option trading, it's a way to leverage stocks, make a lot of money. I got some badass playlists on this channel. Make sure you check that out if it interests you. All right. We'll see you in the next Ripple Effect, everybody. I'm Jeff Moore. If you want to have more, gotta think more. Peace.